Well, we're wrapping our coverage here at Gold Stock Analyst Day, and the man behind the conference joins me now, John Doody. He hosts the annual event. He's also the editor of a Gold Stock Analyst newsletter. John, good to have you on the program. Good to see you at our yearly meeting here.
Well, it's good to finally be here again with you, Daniela.
Absolutely.
It's been a whole year.
It's been a whole year. We have a lot to catch up on. How are things been for you? What's the sentiment like today?
Well, I think the sentiment's pretty good in the industry. You know, gold is up 15% or so year to date. Our top 10 portfolio is up 30% year to date. We're happy about that. We have a lower turnout, but we have a more enthusiastic turnout.
Well, I'm sure next year will be a different story.
Well, you're right that some people get on the bandwagon late, and then they're unhappy when they don't do as well as the people who got on earlier.
So, for those of you, those people new to your newsletter, you select the top 10 gold stocks, top 5 silver stocks. This year, you have 9 gold, 4 silver,
two different letters.
So you have a spot open in the gold, spot open in the silver. Anyone you're eyeing to fill those?
Well, we just filled one spot in the gold, but we don't look at explorers. We want companies that have a feasibility study, that maybe are in the midst of financing or something like that. And in the big publication, GSA Pro, we cover 60 producers or near producers, and that's the universe that we call to find the top 10. And so the top 10 is really a newsletter that features only those top 10 stocks, whereas GSA Pro covers all 60. So at the moment, we've got 9 stocks in the GSA top 10 list, and we're holding 10% cash. And so even with that drag of 10% not doing anything, we're still up 30% for this year.
Let's switch gears here and talk gold rally that we saw since the start of the year. It's come down a bit. Your thoughts on this? It always tends to happen January to March.
Well,
more so this year.
In 3 of the last 4 years, we've had run-ups in the first part of the year, and then they fizzled. So the question to me is this rally, going to fizzle, or has it got legs? And I think it's got legs. Where the primary driver of gold price through time is the existence of negative real interest rates, where the effective interest that you're earning on your money after inflation is negative. And that drives people into hard assets.
Right.
And so now we've got the issue coming in of negative bank interest rates, which we start off negative right away without even factoring in inflation. So I think that and about a quarter of the world is now, world economies are now in a negative real interest rate environment. So and of course a lot of people pay attention to the U.S. Fed, and what are they talking about? And Yellen hedged the last time around when somebody asked her about negative interest rates. She said, well, they're not off the table. So that gave a boost to gold.
But it's a real similar situation to what we saw last January, last February, last March, and actually this year we've had a rate hike, end of 2015. So why do you think this time this rally will have legs?
Well, there was no negative real interest, no negative central bank rates back then. It was just towards the end of the year that Europe and Japan instituted negative rates, and that where the negative rate means that the banks charge the depositors on their interest to put their money there, and since you have to pay money to put your money in the bank, you might as well put it in gold, and the storage charge doesn't cost you anything if you're putting your money into gold, and saving it somewhere in some gold depository. So I think that the existence of this and the weakness of economies around the world is going to prevail, and the negative real interest rate is not going to go away soon. I mean, ultimately it'll go away. It'll ultimately drive people to invest their money and create jobs, but that's a long way down the road.
Good thoughts from you today, John Doody. Best of luck in 2016.
Well, thank you very much, and looking forward already to seeing you in 2017.
Thanks, John, and thank you for watching our coverage here from Gold Stock Analyst Investor Day. Stay tuned to Kitco.com as we head to the BMO Metals and Mining Conference. Thanks for watching.